Hey guys, welcome back to Sip and Dip with Chelsea. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I did this peekaboo nail design with just dip powder. I'm going to break it down for y'all step by step on how to accomplish this look. It is so easy, so let's get started. As per usual, I have peel base on my natural nail, so that lets me pop off the dip powder instead of soaking in acetone. So if you want your manicure to last, definitely skip peel base and prep your nails to last. But if you like doing your manicures often, then I'll leave my peel base routine linked up above. I'll be using Kiara Sky's dip powder liquids because they are faster drying and a thinner consistency, so it's perfect for this design. I grabbed Erica and Champagne, both from Revel Nail. I chose Erica because it is a sheer dip powder, so you definitely want to try and grab a sheer pink, sheer white, what have you, so that you can accomplish this design. I'll also be using a fluffy eyeshadow brush. These are from Wet n Wild. You can get them on Amazon, Dollar Tree, Walmart. All products will be linked down in the description box. I'm removing the excess liquid off of my base brush. Here's about how much I have. And now we're going to stop here. This is how far back I'm going to take my base liquid brush for this first layer of glitter. So we're going to stop there, go all the way down, go all the way to the side walls, and then we're going to tap our brush into this top surface. That's going to grab those smaller glitter pieces. I'm really just worried about the coverage right now and not so much about those big pieces. I prefer having smaller ones. So here we're just going to tap it on. The reason we're tapping it on instead of dipping it in is because I noticed it started to ridge, it got thick, I got way too many big chunky glitter pieces, and that's not what I was looking for. So tapping it on gets those smaller pieces. Make sure you press down the glitters and then tap off the excess. Here's how we're looking. Once that fully dries, then I'm going to dust it off. Now I'm going to apply the base liquid in some of the sparse areas so that I can get more of a full coverage look. And with what's left on my brush, I'm going to just fan out those bristles right there to cover it up. You can definitely use a toothpick if you want to use a toothpick and do some hand placing, or a waxy pen, whatever you want to use to place those glitters and get a full coverage look. Just tap down those glitter pieces, and now I'm going to place one large glitter piece right there. I'm really happy with the coverage, so I am going to stop here. You can add more if you'd like more. Now we're going to start on the pink. So first we're going to start right here. This is where we're going to start the brush in the back, and then we're going to take it to here. So we're going to divide the nail up into sections. Notice that I'm leaving this area here completely untouched. That's how we're going to get this blended peekaboo effect. So starting my brush here, it's about 3/4 of the way back on the nail, and then I'm going to stop here. So we're going to split the glitter section up into thirds. I'm going to go all the way over to those sidewall areas, and again, notice I'm stopping to about right here. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I want 3 sections for the glitter, which I'll explain in a little bit. Then we're going to dip into the pink and tap off the excess. Once it's fully dry, we're going to dust it off. Now for my second layer of pink, we're going to go all the way back to the cuticle area, and then we're going to stop right about here on the nail. So now we've overlapped a section of the glitter. So this last third of the glitter, that has been overlapped. So now it's got 2 layers of pink on top, going all the way over to those sidewalls and stopping right about there again. And then we're going to dip into the pink. Okay, so let me break it down now what I meant by thirds on the glitter section. So as you can see here, this first section has 0 layers of pink, the second has 1 layer, and now this third section has 2 layers of pink coverage. So that is how I've broken it up into thirds, so we can still get the peekaboo effect. Now it's time to clear encapsulate, so don't worry, we're going to protect that glitter. We're going to do a full layer of our base liquid across the entire nail, really making sure to cover up that glitter tip, and then we're going to dip into the clear. We're going to tap off the excess, and once it's fully dry, we'll dust it off. I wanted to show you, do you see how it has that shiny wet look? I'm going to dip back in because it still needs some more clear to absorb into the base liquid, and I see I still have a shiny spot, so I'm going to dip back in one more time again. And this is how it should look when it is fully covered with dip powder and absorbed into the base liquid and dry. Now we're going to do one more full layer of clear dip powder, so that's 3 full layers total. 1 of pink, and 2 of clear. This is going to be our encapsulation layer so that we don't over buff or file over on the glitter pieces. Now it's time to activate. So with my Seal and Protect, we're going to apply a very generous layer of this to the nail. I'm going to do another layer just because we did do so many different layers. I really want to make sure it is fully saturated. We're going to let this sit for 2 minutes and then file and shape. With the 180 grit side of my nail file, I'm going to go around my free edge shape first, and then we're going to go over top. Now we're going to blend out this ledge and ridge that I have here. Notice that is right where that chunky glitter piece is. That is so common, it happens, and that is why I only placed one, and I wanted mostly just those smaller pieces. So I'm going to blend down the side walls around my cuticle area and overall just smooth everything out. Then with my buffing block, I'm going to go back over top one more time to make sure it is nice and smooth and crisp. We're going to go over around the cuticle area here just to really fine tune it, and then we're going to dust it all off. Let's apply another layer of our Seal and Protect, aka Activator, and then let this dry for 2 minutes before we do top coat. After 2 minutes have passed, we're going to use a dry napkin to rub it across the entire top surface. Now we're ready for top coat. So for top coat, the first layer is just 3 quick strokes. Then we let that dry for about a minute and go in for the second layer. The second layer is more precise, more detailed, making sure we get to those sidewalls and capping off our free edge. We're going to let that top coat dry before we go in for cuticle oil, and here it is. Here's the finished look. This video is just not doing it any justice. It is so hard to capture the beauty of the peekaboo effect on camera, but y'all, it is so easy. It is easy peasy. You can totally do it. Break up that glitter section into thirds. Leave one section untouched by whatever base color you're using. That second section will get 1 layer, and the third section will have been overlapped and will get 2. It is that simple. It doesn't have to be complicated, and I'm obsessed. I think any of y'all can totally do this. If you do, feel free to tag me on Instagram. I would love to see it, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all next week.